So, hello youngsters. From today, I will explain you all the math basics, and from today, I will explain you number system. This is the part 1 of math basics series. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Now, before understanding number system, we should understand what are numbers. So numbers are used in day-to-day life to count, to measure, and to count money, date, time, all these are numbers. These are also known as numerals. A fact that a zero was invented by our Indian astronomer Aryabhat. Aryabhat was an Indian astronomer, he was a genius, and about him I will explain you in future videos. Now, these are used to perform arithmetic operations. So as we know that arithmetic operations are plus, division, multiplication, and subtraction. So this is arithmetic operations are possible due to numbers only. So now let's move forward to understand what are what are the types of numbers. So here you can see number say 1 0 1 2 3 4 5, and again the pi value, root 2 root 3, and let's understand. Now, types of numbers. First is natural numbers. So all counting numbers are known as natural numbers. These numbers are denoted by n, capital N. These are also called counting numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3 till infinity. So natural numbers simply starts from 1 to infinity. Now understand whole numbers. So whole numbers are a collection of natural numbers, capital N, which also includes 0. So basically, natural number starts from 1 to infinity and whole number starts from 0 to infinity. These are denoted by capital W. We can also call them non-negative integers. Now, what are non-negative integers? Integers, like non-negative integers, basically, see, non-negative means those numbers which are not negative integers. So from 0 to infinity are positive, not 0, from 1 to infinity are positive, and 0 is also known as integer. 0 is called integer. It is a non-negative integer, so we can call that it is also known as non-negative integers. Now it starts from 0 1 2 till infinity. Now let's move forward. Now again types of numbers. Integers. So in the previous slide that I have discussed, that whole numbers are also known as non-negative integers. So it is a collection of negative natural numbers and whole numbers. These numbers are denoted by z, means z. For example, 1, -1, 0, 4, infinity, till infinity. From yeah, so if we put a number line, like if we put a number line, so in the left side, uh, our negative integers comes, and in the right side positive integers comes. Now fun fact, that is 0 is neither a negative nor a positive. That's why we call whole numbers are non-negative integers. Why? Because 0 is non-negative and non-positive. Now, rational numbers. So it's a collection of integers. So it is a collection of integers. These numbers are denoted by Q. They are written in P by Q form, in which both are integers. P upon Q means P means numerator and Q means denominator. And Q will not be equal to 0, because 1 upon 0 means nothing. This is undefined, not defined. So in this, both are integers, but we can't include 0 in this. If 0 is on the numerator, so we can, like 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, but not 1 upon 0, 2 upon 0, 3 upon 0. Now, for example, 0 0.5. Why 0 0.5? This is a decimal number, but why it is included in rational numbers? This is because when we put that decimal down, so it will become 5 upon 10, and when we divide it, so it will become 1 upon 2, and -4, 2, 2 upon 3, 78, and like if we put -4, so -4 upon 1 is a rational number. Now let's move towards the irrational numbers and real numbers. So these numbers cannot be written in P upon Q form simply. Rational, irrational. These numbers cannot be written in P upon Q form. These are also known as non-terminating and non-recurring. Now what is recurring and what is terminating? Basically, like if we divide some numbers like 1 upon 3, or like if we divide pi, if we see pi value, so I've written so here it is 3.1415926535899. Goes it goes to trillion of numbers, like root 6, root 7, root 2. Like approx value of root 2 is what? 1.414, but it is not terminating because it do not terminate, like pi value, it do not terminate. And non-recurring means non-repeating. It is not repeating. It is not repeating. It is not terminating and non-recurring. Now all irrational and rational numbers make up real numbers. Like uh, rational numbers include integers, whole numbers, natural numbers, and irrational are like root 6, root 7, pi value, but not root 4, because if we find the value of root 4, it is 2. So 2 is a rational number. So it is not an irrational number. Now whole numbers are actually real numbers. Real numbers are those which can be found on number line. Like 0 is a real number, minus 2 is a real number, root 2 is a real number, root 5 is a real number. So all those are real numbers. Now to understand it better, let's go to next slide. Now as you can see, natural numbers, first come natural numbers, then whole numbers, then integers, then natural numbers, then whole number, then real numbers. And real number also include irrational number. Now if I talk about natural numbers, so it is basically like 1 1 and 2 till we talk about it is till infinity. Sorry to for my wrong writing. And from if we talk about whole numbers, so it starts from 0 to infinity. If we talk about integers, so it includes negative, it includes negative, it includes negative natural numbers. Natural numbers are denoted by capital N, and thus minus 1 upon 2 or 1 upon 2, 2 are all rational numbers, and then real numbers, irrational numbers like root 6, root 7, and all this. Now, thank you for this video. In next video, I will explain you about more math basics and about RF. Thank you.